I'm so excited to be in Milan. This is probably the first place I've ever been where I look straight. You ever been through a bad breakup?
She's my first girlfriend and she's becoming my wife, so no.
How do Italians propose? Is it more romantic?
Actually, I propose in an American way. I recreated a scene from The Office.
You literally meant the American version of a British TV show. I wish you could have seen my brain when he said I proposed in an American way. I thought, like, did you propose in the middle of a mass shooting? Or till death do you part seems a lot shorter when you're in America. I've been doing my research about what's going on in Italy right now. It's been an exciting time to do that research. I mean, I knew about Giorgia Meloni a little bit. I know she really wasn't into the concept of your ID saying parent 1, parent 2, which is funny because now her kid's going to have mom 1, mom 2, mom 3. I mean, knowing Gianbruno, she might have mom 2 and 3 at the same time. Oh my God, Gianbruno getting caught asking for foursomes and threesomes. For an Italian, he's really into Eiffel Towers. I heard that tape where he said, do you mind if I touch myself while I'm talking to you? I mean, God, you guys are much more polite than American politicians. We just grab them by the pussy. Round of applause to your divorced parents. Is Giorgia Meloni's daughter here today? You, what's her name?
Chiara.
What was that?
Chiara.
Chiara. How old were you when your parents got divorced? She's right there for reference. You're like, when did you fuck up my life, Mom? You want to say? Wait, that's your dad? So then who's this bitch? Is this... Oh, girlfriend. Okay. Welcome to the family. We're so happy to have you. It's very funny, in America we don't do this thing when you guys applaud, they bring the lights up just so I can make sure it's not fake. My girlfriend, she's Jewish. I had to date another Jew. I went on a date with a Catholic once. She asked me if I went to Jewish church. And I was like, sweetheart, they're called delis. See, that's an example of a joke that fucking kills in America. What'd you say?
We already heard it so many times.
Oh, on the social media. Yeah. Well, thanks for shouting that out. I appreciate it. Let's see if they've heard this interaction we're about to have. What's your name?
Luca.
Luca. What do you do here in Milan?
I live here, I work here. What do you want to know?
Okay, I get it. Crowd work, you're not used to it here in Italy. What do you do for work here in Milan?
I'm a professional educator in a community center for immigrants.
Okay. Well, could you treat me a little better then, motherfucker? So you watch me online sometimes?
I watch you every day.
You watch me every day? You raising your hand?
She's my girlfriend.
Oh, you live with him? Oh, he's doing it too much?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You are one of my favorite comedians.
You don't sleep, so maybe at 4 a.m. I wake up and I'm like, baby, what the fuck are you doing?
You wake up and it's me, just like, they're called delis, they're called delis, they're called delis. You have night terrors too?
So I have to find a way
She has night terrors. Sounds like you're the one waking her up watching videos. What are her night terrors like?
Sometimes it's just random, like, baby, I need it to stop, and I say,
I know what she's talking about. Oh, my girlfriend, she's a crazy. She says, please.
Yes, but when I ask her what, please, because I'm bipolar and I'm borderline, so...
I can't wait to see you all again when we testify in court. I think this is the first city where I'm the one who seems straight. I'm very feminine, but I want to be treated like a man. Like Giorgia Berlusconi. How do you say your fucking name? I forgot it. Berlusconi. Son of a bitch, I worked on that joke all fucking day. I don't talk about COVID very much in my act because I think we're tired of it. I'm tired of COVID. I'm so sick of washing my hands every time I shit. It's out of control. We knew COVID was bad when we started watching videos of you guys singing on your balconies. Turns out you're not all Pavarotti. And I don't know what it's like in Italy. I don't know how you guys took it. In America, COVID is divisive. I had a good friend. One of my best friends was so anti-vaccine. I just stopped speaking to him completely because he died. Now, there's your answer. In America, after that joke, someone shoots me. I think I did all my Giorgia Meloni jokes. It kind of hurt that I didn't know what her fucking name was for the beginning of them. That wasn't a great move on my part. Giorgia Meloni wasn't married to that guy, which, you know, I think good on her for standing by her values. She's like, I won't get married until every gay person can't. To be clear, we're applauding that we don't want that. Just to like, we're all on the same page here. You're kosher too? Is that what you were saying?
No, I'm just brown, so I don't eat red meat.
Don't be racist.
Well, that's the stress. You said I'm brown, and then your boyfriend said, "Don't be racist." What?
They're married.
This
Oh,
is my
they're
husband.
married.
My
Oh, this is your
boyfriend's here
husband.
today.
Your boyfriend's not here today.
No.
Okay.
So please talk shit about him.
No, I'm saying, do you see how not racist it was? I could have said brother. That would have been racist, wouldn't it have been? But I said no. I said boyfriend, no matter what.
So I have a couple of struggles. First of all, I don't like onions.
You don't like onions?
I don't like onions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, what a struggle that is. Incredible.
Oh, my boyfriend hates me for it. I don't eat cilantro, I don't eat red meat, and I'm a diabetic.
I know why your boyfriend didn't want to come out tonight. I'd rather go out where there's no food with you, sweetheart. Let's just... where is he?
He's in Arizona. We're doing long distance. So
Long distance.
he's in school.
He's in school. How did it start, and then how did it become long?
We met while we were interns here. He interned here in California.
Interned, and then he moved.
No, he's always been in school.
Oh, he's always
He
been in
came for
school.
the summer.
What kind of internship was this?
NASA JPL.
NASA?
Yeah, like we're engineers.
Next time the spaceship explodes, just know there were 2 interns that had the best sex of their entire life. How's long distance going?
It's going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see him. I will see him in 2 days.
You seeing him in 2 days?
Yeah, I shaved and everything.
She said she shaved and everything.
Valentine's Day is coming up.
Sure.
And so it's
Do you try like what is it? Is it Zoom sex now? Is that what the kids are calling it?
no, it's FaceTime.
FaceTime.
Yeah.
And you just put the phone.
Angle and right.
I don't know. My girlfriend said she wanted to try phone sex, so I gave her the number for some of my friends. I don't know. That's.
Okay, they also do have like Bluetooth controlled like toys.
Whoa, Bluetooth controlled
Where
toys.
It's next to my
And listen, this is a NASA lady, so this is like fucking high-powered shit. It's like, oh, send me to the moon! Oh, turn it all the way up to Challenger explosion! Do you do that?
No.
Do you?
Oh, sorry. What's the question?
Do you use the Bluetooth thing? You do? What is it? It's like a piece of cloth that goes like, and you have to be like, oh, it's.
No, it's a toy, but it has a specific chip in it that allows you to connect it to Wi-Fi. And so once it's on Wi-Fi, then another person can control it.
And how do they like? Is your boyfriend on the phone just like? He's switching hands. But it's just for you. You don't have like a version for him.
That exists, but
That exists?
It exists.
We put the phone in your mouth? How does it... There's no way this is good.
It gets Tom going.
Okay, good, good.
It's enough.
Did someone say TMI?
Yes.
Wait, do you have someone in your life?
Yes,
But you live with him?
yes.
Okay, well one day if he moves to Arizona, believe you me, you're gonna be on Google like Panties, NASA. You know how you see a star and you actually see what that star was like a year ago? Have you ever heard what I'm talking about? Yeah, NASA over here? Yeah. You're like, oh fuck, I was coming in class during that lesson. But
TMI.
I saw her on her cell phone earlier in the show. I was like, what are you doing on that phone right now? She was on her phone just like, are you there yet, sweetheart? Yeah, it is good, isn't it? You were texting him, weren't you?
I was live tweeting it to him.
You were live?
I had to tell him
What did you tell him? Give it to me, please. Let me see.
Don't try for that.
Just talked about our sex life with a comedian in front of the audience. If I make it on the IG, please murder me. And here's how you know this guy's a sweet guy. He said, LMAO, what the heck did you say? One of these faces. He talked about how his girlfriend has the cilantro gene and he bullied her for it. Okay. All right, I disagree with that characterization. And I was like, my boyfriend is the same. And then he said, also, do you want to go to the Arizona versus Stanford basketball game on Sunday? And then you said, and so he was like, is your boyfriend with you? And I was like, no. And he was like, oh, how did you meet? And I said, internship. And he said, where? So I said, NASA. And he said, how long? You're describing every detail. I'd send this to me. I'll use it for captions on the video. And he said, how is long distance and how do you make it work? And asked about phone sex, and I was like, well, there's wireless toys. And we talked about it, and And I was like, well, there's wireless toys. And we talked about it, and a white old woman said, TMI. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Gianmarco Soresi. Thank you very much. Are you having a good time? I noticed the cross, and I go, uh-oh. I'm like, why does my chest hurt? Oh, it's burning. The more that Jew talks, the more it burns. It's a beautiful cross. My people actually designed those. It's a joke. We contracted the Romans to do it. I've always wanted to make that joke. I've just never had anyone with a cross at one of my shows, if I'm being honest. You're the first. I travel around the country. Everyone pretty much agrees politically when they come to these shows. I mean, maybe not anymore, but I mean, like, I'm just kidding. I know. You're from a liberal Catholic family. That's kind of like a jumbo shrimp in a way, though, is it not? I mean,
my brother's gay.
Your brother's gay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So liberal Catholic, help me understand. Like, so how do you feel about... You didn't understand either. Okay, cool. Maybe I can break this out of you right now, I think.
Like pride parades, but March for Life, like guns. My mom works in law enforcement, but then I don't know.
This sounds like the kind of like wacky sitcom they put on the Daily Wire. So your brother came out of the closet.
Yeah.
Were your parents chill?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. And how do you feel about the Pope? Like, when you see the Pope, do you get emotional? If I had a picture of the Pope right now, and I just fucking ripped it up, would you be upset?
A little bit, maybe.
Really? Do we have a printer here? I want to see something. What about he was saying the Pope got in trouble. He was saying the F word a bunch. Did he meet your brother or like what? What'd you say?
I
Yeah. I like that. I think that can be a religion, you know? Just a big C, or like Jesus on the cross, but he's upside down, and he's like... He's a drag queen too? Oh my God! Now, is he still Catholic, or is he?
He's like, he prays the rosary and stuff, and like I think he said on his dating app he said he was.
That's wild.
But he doesn't like practice all the time.
Really? Does sometimes he's like, well, I have a show tonight. What's your brother's drag name?
He does it sometimes. He's 19, so.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. Does he want to be on like RuPaul someday?
I don't think so.
Oh, no? Is there like a Catholic version of RuPaul? Like Saint Paul? What verse are you going to lip sync today? Kevin was gay, he was proud, because he went to one of those, do you ever hear a Montessori school? Is this a field trip?
It's a teacher's night out!
Oh, a teacher's night out. Okay, who's the most eloquent speaker amongst you? Sammy? Sandra. Okay, don't talk to me like I'm one of your students. Sandra. Like Sandra. So, Sandra, explain to me what is a Montessori school? Like, what's the definition? Do you know how you get older and you see the people who taught you when you were younger? And you go, who the fuck put them in charge?
If you want to know who's in charge, Leanne.
Okay, Leanne.
Yes.
All right, enough with the cheering. Leanne, I only want Leanne to talk. I'll get out her talking stick if we need to. Leanne. All right, tell me, what is a Montessori school? Because right now, my impression is that it's where all your teachers are alcoholics. I see some parents in the room like looking, oh my God, is that fucking Mrs. Robinson over there? Leanne, what is a Montessori school, please?
It's a little private school in the beaches that teaches 18 months to 6-year-olds.
18 months? What exactly are you teaching them?
Independent.
We just put it outside and say, learn how to survive the natural way. Oh, I'm so sorry, Suzanne. Your son really struggles with independence. He struggles so much, in fact, we don't know where he is. Man, every time I come to Canada, I feel better about America. Listen, you motherfuckers, I have been dealing with your goddamn smoke for the last 3 weeks in New York City. So get the fuck out of here with those moves, you understand? New York City was fucking orange, okay? So no moves from you. I came to Canada as revenge for the smoke you sent to us. Back to my story. Sometimes you hear in the news when people watch the news. Yeah, I can't wait to see the story about how your school's being investigated. After I release this footage online, and all the Montessori schools in Canada are shut down permanently. My grandpa, when he was in his 30s, he got shot in the head and survived. Wow. And the doctors said that my grandma had terrible aim. Did that resonate with you? Why?
Grandmother shot my
Amazing. Your great-grandma shot your great-grandpa. And this was a long time ago. Back then, loading a gun, that was, she wanted to. Because she was, for 10 minutes, she was like, I'm gonna kill that motherfucker. I'm I'm gonna do it, that's for sure. Did he survive?
Well, at first he was fine, and he called the ambulance himself, and they found him on the front porch smoking a cigar.
Where did your grandma hit him?
In the head.
Which hole was he smoking the cigar out of? And okay, keep going. So they got there and he's smoking a cigar.
And then he said, "She shot me," and then he dropped dead.
Damn, that's kind of badass, I gotta say. I'm gonna hold on until I get this cunt in jail. Good, we have a little more time. Fuck around. What was that look? Oh, what'd you say?
Find out.
Sure. What's your name?
Stella.
Stella?
Yeah.
Stella? How do you spell it?
SELA. It's actually my Hebrew name.
It's your what name?
Hebrew name.
Oh, your Hebrew name.
I'm converting.
Oh, you...
I got recruited.
You got recruited? Okay. How did they approach you?
Well, okay, it's a long story.
I have some time.
So my boyfriend that I started seeing last year,
Okay.
he's Jewish.
Okay.
But I do have Jewish heritage. So on my dad's side, so that makes me not actually Jewish.
So you don't. So if only your dad is Jewish, some Jews are like, you're Jewish enough for Germany, but not for Israel. So you started fucking a Jewish guy. You're like, man, I'm gonna get a little more in me. It'll count.
Yeah.
And how religious is he?
We're fairly like conservative. We're not reformed, but we're not orthodox.
You left straight to conservative? What does that mean, conservative?
We do like Shabbat.
You do Shabbat?
Yeah, so we do our blessings and we try.
Shabbat is just you have dinner on Friday night. It's not a big fucking deal at all. That's how liberals Jews are. Conservatives mean we have dinner once a week. That's what's great about Jews.
And we go to school and then try to take Saturday off. So.
Yes, that's the other very conservative part of Judaism. Taking a break on Saturday. Telling other people to work for us. Okay, so are you doing a ceremony or anything? Like to convert? Do you have to do a thing?
Well, so I've been meeting like with our rabbi, like once every few weeks, and then.
What do you talk about with the rabbi?
What I'm learning about. So he's kind of like setting me up to do my own. Like he gives me stuff to.
He's like, it's Saturday. I'm taking it off, sweetheart. Go learn it on your own.
So I have done a lot of reading and learning like more Hebrew, and then we talk about it if I have any questions. And then, since we're planning on getting married, that kind of puts a timeline on it. So
sure. So what's at the end of the day? You got to take a test. You got to like circumcise a baby. Like, what is the final thing you have to do? You're actually like, I got to get this done in time. The rabbi's like, how many nights in Hanukkah? You're a Jew. You passed the test.
So I'll meet with the bait team. So that's going to be the rabbi and the two other people that sit there, and they ask me questions.
How hard are these questions, though? Is it pretty easy?
I don't know. It's like not super talked about, so I'm not exactly sure. But he said there's no trick. He said, we're not going to give you trick questions. And I was like, okay, well, thank you.
What would be like a trick question for a Jew? Here, you want some bacon I made? I gotcha, bitch! The wedding is off! What happens if you fail, though?
I think they would just say you're not ready. Like, it's basically they'll say you're ready.
And you call the wedding off? Look at the confidence over here. She hasn't thought for a second what's going to happen.
No, because I'm confident.
You're confident. Well, let me tell you something. That means you're not ready to be a Jew. Trick question! I saved your marriage, man. You're gonna walk in and he'll be like, are you ready? He'll be like, no. He'll be like, passed! Round of applause if you're divorced parents. Make some noise. Yes.
I'm an identical twin, so maybe I'll blame it more.
You're an identical twin?
Yes.
Like the Parent Trap. Where's your twin?
I'm visiting to see you, but she's back at home. She asked me to say hi to you.
No. I thought you were supposed to do the same shit. What the fuck? I got one fan for the price of two. I have so many questions. Do you like each other?
Yeah.
Are you very similar?
Yeah, we're like mirror twins, so we look identical, but we have like opposite personalities.
Did you guys know that term, mirror twins?
I'm right-handed and she's left-handed.
Oh my god! What else? Tell me more.
I love red, she loves blue, I love chocolate, I love vanilla. We have the same eye prescription, but switch.
You're like, I'm Jewish, she's a Nazi. You like me, she likes Matt Rife. It's, Oh my god, that's so weird. Do they study you for science?
They tried when we were in university, but
They tried?
they would like offer us money to study us.
What did they want to study?
Like our sleep patterns.
Oh god. Do you sleep on your stomach? She sleeps on her back? So her back? What kind of money? I would do every study I could.
We like talked about it, but then we were like, one day.
Yeah, one day. Have you ever played any pranks with it?
Yeah.
Tell me a prank. God, I wish I had a twin.
Like we've switched classes for the entire day, and like none of the teachers knew. We had like.
They're like, yeah, she's just as stupid as she was yesterday. That's the nerdiest fucking prank I've ever heard in my life. You take algebra today, okay? They didn't even know. Are you dating someone?
Yeah, that's my boyfriend.
Yeah? Have you ever like tested to see if you could test? Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh my god, what was the test?
I did it over the phone.
You did it over the phone?
Yeah, so her twin sister called me, and I was like, what do you want?
Is that how you answer when she calls you? What do you want?
I could tell by the voice. It sounded different.
It sounded different?
Yeah, and I was like, why didn't you just call me from your phone? Like what?
Okay, were you testing him to see if you could tell?
Yeah.
I heard them both laugh when I said, what?
Oh, sure.
Why is your sister
What was the test? They were like, hey, I'm touching myself. And you're like, I can tell it's your sister because I'm rock hard right now. It'd be cool. You get jerked off with the left hand. That would be fun. So you two are dating?
Yeah.
How long?
2 years. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you meet?
MySpace AIM in 2004.
Okay. Wait, okay, but just 2 years.
Yeah.
So you met on AIM?
Yeah.
Years ago. No, I know it was years ago. We met on the Oregon Trail. Not last year or anything like that. Okay, so what was your AIM name?
Mr. 12,000. Of course.
Of course? What does that mean? What was your AIM name?
Sarah Loser Kid.
And you were like, that's my gal. Low self-esteem. I'm getting in there, baby. I just need 19 years and she's mine. Okay, so you met on AIM like in a chat room? Like
He liked the same music as my best friend.
Okay.
On MySpace.
On MySpace. And then you're doing MySpace, AIM, and then what happened?
We stayed social media friends and he put out good music and I was like, yo, that's some good music.
I mean, not that good right out the gate. It took a long time. You were like, yo, that's getting there. Yo, So then, did you meet in person during any of this time?
No, we met.
What was the song that fucking changed it? That's got to be the best song in the world. Was it one song, or did he go for it?
It was the whole album. It was good.
It was the whole... Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Being a musician fucking rocks. When I put out a good comedy album, it's just some white virgin who's like, I want to be a stand-up comedian someday. I don't get any pussy from it at all. It's insane. That's exciting. So you wrote him after the album?
Yeah. And then we talked.
Reconnected.
Yeah, we talked for 3 months, and I finally booked a flight here. I flew.
You flew to Indianapolis? Holy shit.
My first date from like DC. Well,
DC. God, can you imagine flying to Indianapolis for some dick? I can't even imagine. Ariana Grande could write me, and I'd be like, Indianapolis? I don't think so. I'll wait for the next tour stop. So do you live here now?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's love for sure. Move to DC, are you out of your goddamn mind? Cost of living.
Yeah, cost of living.
What's the music scene like here in Indianapolis?
It's pretty good.
Slippery noodle. Is that a band? Is that a venue? I don't even know. What is that?
Like, we got music, for sure.
Yeah. What was that he just said? Was that
Blues club?
It's a blues club.
Yeah, they play blues.
And you shit on it. You were like, that's the slippery noodle. So that's probably the nicest venue you have here in this entire place. It's like the slippery noodle or fucking here. All right. Even musicians, when they come here, they do stand-up comedy. That's why T.I. is downstairs and not at the slippery noodle. Because he's like, that place is a piece of shit. I'd rather do a whole different art form. Do you have divorced parents?
Yeah.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Sad music boy. Put songs on MySpace. Maybe a girl will like it. And she did! That's what's crazy about this! Don't tell people about this story. You will inspire thousands of sad boys to release music onto the internet. And no one's gonna fuck them. No one's gonna fuck them. She lucked out she got a good-looking musician out of this one. Like, there's plenty. She'd be like, I love the album. Oh my God! I see why the cover was animated.
My mom kind of had a midlife crisis and moved to Missouri to be in a polygamist farm. And
Wait, a polygamist farm? That's worse than a cult, I think. I'm like, what part do the animals play into all of this anyway? What do you mean so it's a farm, but everyone who there, they help.
It's like my stepdad, and then like.
Well, you did big quotes around that stepdad. My stepdad and.
They technically can't get married. He's already married to someone else.
Oh, sure. Wait, so this is just in Missouri? How did she even find out about this?
I think she had known him like way back, but then he moved to Missouri because everyone hated him.
That's like someone's like, oh, I went on a date with my high school sweetheart. They're like, oh my God, that's so sweet. Well, let me tell you the rest. It was at a polygamist farm. So they reconnected on like Facebook or something.
No idea. I don't really talk to her that much.
Why? So how suddenly she just left in the night and.
It was very sudden. Like, she sat me down and was like, I'm going to move to Missouri. What do you think? But she had already had...
Wait, that's what she started with that. She was like, what do you think about that first part? Okay, let me add a little bit more. It's going to be a farm. Oh, that's nice. One more thing. Did she tell you in that conversation, like...
I didn't know until like a year later.
How did you find that out? She's like, I want you to meet your other stepdads.
I didn't meet him until later on, but she came to visit, and she kind of sat us down and was like, to explain what it was. And I was confused because I thought she was gay. Not for any, because like, a girl visited us and like stayed with her, and I was like, oh.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But no, that was his wife.
So wait, okay. She's like, you wish I was gay, son. Okay, so the wife is also part of the polygamist farm.
Yeah.
How did she explain, like, did she say, like, I like to fuck? Or, like, how did she explain that part of it?
Well, so, it's kind of weird.
Oh, is it? Oh, so it wasn't your standard polygamist farm? Like, it was an unusual one?
They like, take turns.
Yeah.
So, like,
On your mom, or? What do you mean they take turns? Please.
You only get to sleep with him, like, in rotation.
Wait, it's just this one? It's just the... That's not a farm, that's a cult. That's a cult, it's one guy. And your mom and his wife, they're all like in the cow pens with just things on their nipples, and she's like, it's your turn today. Is your mom's name Bessie? So it is just one guy.
It's one guy and I think three women.
3?
Yeah.
Yeah. You met the guy.
I've met him twice.
In what kind of setting? Like at a Panera, or?
No,
Was he like table for 5? What was he like? Was he charming?
He was a little weird.
Tell me how he was weird. Like, what was he like?
Well, it's just the way he would say stuff, or the way he
Like, I'm fucking 3 women, and one of them's your mom. And you're like, that's weird, dude.
He was like, he talked about like how we have every disease inside of us.
We all have herpes. You just don't know it yet. We have every disease, gonorrhea, crabs. And what did you say to that?
So I was like, well, kind of, because there is something in your body that like thus like.
Don't try to convert me to your mom's fucking polygamy farm. I'm glad that you continue to ask questions, because I'm that guy.
He could have just been remembering something wrong, you know, not just like crazy. I don't know.
I can't believe you're still giving him the benefit of the doubt. Well, I guess my mom's not so bad after all. Love you, Mom.
Later.
I sometimes think about leaving New York, but I think I'm stuck here because I don't know how to drive. It's the only thing I'm rooting for Elon Musk to succeed in. You know, I'm like, come on, get this one thing right, you piece of shit. What? You're a driving instructor?
I'm an instructor in Utah.
I was so excited for half a second. You're like, first lesson, drive me to Utah. Do you live in Utah?
I do, yeah.
Of course your mom is in a polygamist farm! What a huge detail you left out of this story! You're like, the polygamy part wasn't weird at all, it was just the farm. I cannot believe believe that you didn't mention that.
Family doesn't like it. Like you're not supposed to be polygamous in Utah.
Or anywhere. What'd you say?
Or anywhere.
Or anywhere, sure. Yeah, say that in front of your girlfriend. Yeah, you're like, or anywhere. Just one, that's all I want.
I started taking a CrossFit class. And I like CrossFit. It's very communal. They do a thing at the beginning called the question of the day. So I did a class where the teacher was like, okay, everyone, I want you to go around, say your name, your occupation, and question of the day, your favorite kind of cake. And it was pretty standard. People were like, red velvet, birthday. And then about halfway through, I got to this woman who was like, hi, everyone. My name's Stacy. I'm an accountant. And my favorite cake is tequila. And in my 10 years of doing stand-up comedy, I have never heard a group of people laugh that hard in my entire fucking life. So I started having a panic attack because I couldn't think of a funnier answer than the fucking accountant. So I'm brainstorming in my head, I'm like, okay, my name's Gianmarco, I'm a comedian, my favorite cake is meth. No, it's too hard. My name's Gianmarco, I'm a comedian, my favorite cake is urinal. No, that's gross. I got it, I'm Gianmarco, I'm a comedian, my favorite cake is tequila. Fuck! I look up, everyone's staring at me because I've been mumbling to myself in the corner for a couple minutes. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, is it my turn? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to improvise. So I walk up and say, hi everyone, my name's Gianmarco. I was a frontline nurse during the COVID pandemic. Urinal. Blah, 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 blah. And I fucking won. I'm going to Toronto soon. Anyone from Toronto? Okay. What about Appleton, Wisconsin? Burlington, Vermont? Cleveland? Huntsville, Alabama? Atlanta? Yes, okay. Thank God. What's funny about Atlanta?
Nothing.
I'm no longer going to Atlanta. Springfield, Missouri? Raleigh, North Carolina? Yes. Okay, what's funny about Raleigh?
I don't know, sports are starting up. We're a big,
Do I look like I got sports jokes in the tank? God damn it! Dayton, Kentucky. Bloomington. Yeah. Yes? Indianapolis?
I'm from Bloomington.
In Indianapolis.
It's Indiana.
Fuck, in Indiana. It just says in. Anyone from Morgantown, West Virginia? Washington, D.C.? Yeah. What's funny about Washington, D.C.?
I'd say it's where all the high school class presidents come to live.
It's also where all the regular presidents go to live. Anyone from Lexington, Kentucky? Dallas, Texas?
Born there.
Born there? What's funny about there?
I fucking got out.
You got out. You said it like it was like tell me about it.
Adopted at birth, and from what I've heard about Dallas, it's better than I got.
Did you get out of the family too, or just this? Or did the family move?
Family lived in a truck.
Okay, so did you hopped in another car like on the freeway?
Two Jews came to pick me up from Texas.
We told you not to talk about it in public. I'm sorry, two Jews? What do you mean they just came to pick you up?
They adopted me.
Oh, they adopted you. That's the term. That's the way you phrase it. Anyone from Chicago, Illinois? Yeah? Who was that back there? No? Did you? Oh, DC. We already did that one.
I know. You didn't hear what I said.
What did you say?
No,
How do you want me to use that exactly?
Hey everybody, whoa! Where's all the black people?
All right, last one. Anyone from Stamford, Connecticut?
Fuck, son of a bitch!
Okay, I'm gonna use that as a promo. It's gonna be so good when I edit it. You're gonna be like, wow, I don't remember it being that fun. I don't really have any material about Israel, Palestine. I do think with everything going on with Israel and Palestine, it is the first time my black friends have ever been nervous to talk to me about something. They're like, hey, shalom. And then they start stammering. They're like, and I'm like, whoa, that is cultural appropriation. I don't fucking know. I've had some tough conversations with my more conservative parents. You talk about Israel, Palestine, it makes you miss those kind of like easier to swallow debates like trans women playing sports. I mean, compared to Israel, Palestine, that was a cakewalk, you know? Now when my transphobic friends are like, do you see, this trans woman played volleyball, took out a little girl. I'm like, only one? Good. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. I have an Israeli barber. He does my beard. And while he was cutting my beard, he was asking me about my thoughts on Israel and Palestine. And I noticed that the closer the blade got to my throat, the more I became pro-Israeli. That's how it feels talking about that conflict while wanting to succeed in Hollywood. It's tough because even if you want to critique Israel, the problem is there are anti-Semitic people out there. I've seen them. People say all that shit. People say to my face, they say the Jews run Hollywood. And I'm like, well then how about a fucking thank you? Have you ever sat through a Christian movie? They fucking suck. Oh no, the main character died. I wonder if he'll come back to life again, you fucking hacks. They say all sorts of shit. They say the Jews run the banks. People complain about the Jews so much. You know what? They sound like fucking Jews. They say the Jews run the banks. Then take your money out. But they never do. They never take the money out. You know why? They don't trust their money will be protected by the cops, because the cops are not run by the Jews. We would, but we're kosher. I like that joke because the people who would be offended by it don't fucking get it. I went to the 6th floor book repository today, which is, I guess this is the place where Lee Harvey Oswald stationed himself when he killed JFK. When you walk in, there's a sign that says, no firearms. I was like, it's a little late for that. They had a very cool exhibit there about this comedian named Vaughn Meader, who you might not know about, but he was very famous in the 60s for his John F. Kennedy impression. And I mean, he sold out theaters, he had multiple albums, and then JFK got killed. Vaughn Meader lost all his gigs, and he ended up shooting himself in the head. He stayed in character to the very end. That's a joke. It was lung cancer that got him in the end. But it's so wild to think about, losing your comedy career because someone else gets murdered. I mean, thank God my Jeffrey Epstein impression never took off. The 6th floor book repository, honestly, the whole experience starts before you even walk in because there's all of these conspiracy theorists outside. Yes. One of the things they love to harp on, they're like, why is there only one video of JFK getting killed? And I was like, because this was before iPhones. If JFK was killed now, there'd be 1,000 TikToks of his head bouncing around with dog ears everywhere. People love JFK. I've heard people say JFK is their favorite president, which is weird because he never finished a term. That's like when I asked my mom, which of your 4 kids is your favorite? And she was like, the one I had aborted. They like JFK because they've cleaned up his image so much. Like, I saw this museum. This museum had covered everything about JFK, except for the fact he had an affair with Marilyn Monroe. Let me tell you, if I'm killed and they make a museum about me, and at some point in my life I slept with Beyonce, that better be a full fucking floor. You understand? I I want full-size dioramas of every position we did it in. I want the original towel I wiped her off with. I want conspiracy theories like, you hear Beyonce's a squirter? That's what really killed him. It's basically a memorial to JFK in the place where the guy killed him from. That's like if they build a memorial for the Iraq War in George Bush's house.
I was nervous, I'll be honest. I don't know if you saw, a couple months ago, there was a comedy club in North Carolina where an audience member pulled out a gun. And I always get scared if that ever happens at one of my shows. There won't be enough people for a mass shooting. But I feel great about tonight, so thank you so much for coming out. I recently went to my first ever gun show. And I'm not like into guns or anything, but I was in Florida and I figured I'd learn about their culture. and they had every kind of gun you can imagine. They had tables of AR-15s, M16s, AK-47s. Not that I know the difference between any of those. Like, it's hard to keep track because that's their LGBTQIA2+. They get pissed when you call it the wrong name. And before I could even start wandering around, this young woman, she ran up to me and handed me a free pocket constitution. And I was shocked she could read. And when she handed it to me, she was like, "Did you know they don't even teach the Second Amendment in schools anymore?" And I was like, "Don't you think they're getting enough hands-on experience?" To be clear, that's not what I said. I wanted to, but I was scared. I was terrified the whole time I was there that some crazy motherfucker was going to show up to the gun show and just start shooting up the place. But then I was like, wait a second. No one would be crazy enough to even try that because everyone here has a gun. I mean, maybe there'd be no more mass shootings if everyone had it. I have to get the fuck out of Florida right now. What the fuck? It's a good argument. I'll give you that. The only thing that stops a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. Makes a lot of sense if you've never seen me shoot a gun. Because I went to a shooting range at the gun show. And let me tell you, if I tried stopping a mass shooter, you would think we were in it together. The news would be like, a mass shooter and his blind accomplice stormed the gun show, taking out 14 windows and lighting fixtures. But there's no point debating any of this stuff. Everyone's already made up their minds when it comes to guns and guns rights. I always know in arguments over when someone says to me, what would the founding fathers think? Buddy, I don't care what my regular father thinks. Try again. If Benjamin Franklin were alive today, he'd be like, what's a poke bowl? He would not give a shit about any of us. And liberals can be very hypocritical when it comes to guns, especially Hollywood. Everyone in Hollywood claims to be anti-guns, and then they make more gun movies. If you're anti-guns, make more karate films. Sure, that's way safer than guns. I'd much rather be kicked by Alec Baldwin, wouldn't you? Why did they resume filming on that movie? Because how do you give it a positive review? Rolling Stone says, worth it. Vanity Fair, Baldwin never misses. Oh, you have mentors? What do you do?
I'm a paralyzer.
You're a paralyzer. That's called sleeping. I have this sleep disorder. I close my eyes and I literally stop talking for 6 hours at a time. Tell me one more time. What is it? What's different about it?
Oh, I feel like I'm being murdered.
You feel like you're being murdered?
Actively stabbed.
Actively stabbed?
Yeah, it's great.
And where the fuck are you during all of this? Actively stabbed?
Yes.
By who? By where? Your father? Oh my God.
I have trauma.
You have trauma. I don't mean to guess your trauma, but were you stabbed by your father? What does this mean?
My mom was.
Your mom was. Okay, here we go. She's still around?
Yes.
Oh, whew. I'm not a good enough comedian to get out of that. So,
Her tits saved her.
her tits saved her.
Yeah.
Did she have like those Austin Power like? What do you mean her tits saved her? She was.
So she was stabbed about 16 times.
Oh, okay.
Some in the
Some in the back, some in the chest. So 16 minus 2.
Yeah. One hit her boob, and her boob was so big the knife couldn't get to her lung.
The boob was so big, the knife couldn't get to her lung.
It just like nicked her lung instead of completely puncturing it. So yeah.
Fellas, if you ever want your lady to get breast implants, like, honey, I'm just looking out for you, you know? That little A-cup titty, they'll get your lungs with one stab. They'll get it with a fork. How's your relationship with your dad now? Yeah, no, I know. I figured. If you had said, it's great, actually, he's, your mom's okay?
Yeah. She's racist now.
She's racist now. Oh my God, what was on that knife? That's a side effect they don't talk about with stabbing. Yes, oh my God, yes, she survived. It's a miracle. But racist, racist in which direction, I guess?
Against other brown people.
Against other brown people?
She gets really mad about herself as well.
Oh, she's brown too?
Yeah.
Okay, a little better. Not good, I'm not saying it's good.
It's the Florida effect.
The Florida effect? Your family has a lot of disorders, I gotta say. What's the Florida effect? When you get stabbed in Florida, you become a little racist, even if you are that race. That's the state motto. You get racist, you get guns.
You start to hate people.
Wow.
Florida effect.
I guess my girlfriend's night terrors aren't so bad after all. Did she have you and your mom fight about it?
No.
No? Did she not talk to you because brown? You gotta be careful passing her a butter knife. She's like, get the fuck away from me! Are you two dating? Not anymore. You said actually no more. What are you to each other?
Friends.
Friends?
Yeah.
Have you ever hooked up? It's amazing. I mean, if it was a no, have you two ever hooked up? No. You see how quick that was? You got about this much to answer the question. Or it's a yes. Okay, so how if you don't know the state of your relationship, don't sit in the front row of a comedy show. Is it frequent?
No, he lives a little far.
Yeah, I live in the mountains, so I'm visiting.
Yeah.
Oh, how deep in the mountains? You're very well dressed for a mountain man. She was done fucking you, like, get dressed, we're going to a comedy show, and you're like, I have no clothes. I am of the mountain. So if he lived a little closer, would you be dating him?
Maybe.
No, that's not romantic at all. That's not. He's walking her home like, okay, if I lived here, would you date me? If I lived here, would you date me? A love story for our ages. Two star-crossed lovers. The only thing stopping them, a little bit of distance. How did you meet?
We used to work together.
You used to work together?
Yeah.
Okay, what kind of work?
We're waitress.
I'm a waitress, yes.
Yes, okay, you're both waitresses, sure.
Okay, so I get it. You can't afford to travel that far to see. Okay, it's making more sense now. It's like, okay, you can either move closer or get a job. That's okay. I used to be a singing waiter. You know, like in between taking people's orders, I'd sing musical theater songs. Which I know some people hate that shit, and it's not what like Chipotle is known for. But people, let me tell you. People tip more when they know what you're gonna do with the money, right? Like when you tip more to your waitress at IHOP, if you got to see her have custody of her children. You tip more, that's the point. Are you still waiting?
Yeah.
And you?
In the mountains, yeah.
In the mountains?
Where
What?
are these mountains?
Yeah, where are these mountains? Okay, don't worry, I will cover it. You don't have to. You don't date him, she's gonna fuck him next. She's like, I live close to the mountains. I don't mind a commute for some good dick. What are these mountains?
It's a small town called Idlewild, and our mayor is a dog.
Okay, I understand how in theory it's cute that their mayor is a dog. But do you understand how that's a sign of a country in decline? Do you understand that it's cute, and then in a couple of years when we're all dead in a civil war, that dog's gonna come out and lick our dead faces? What do you mean? What do you mean? How did this happen?
You're gonna feel bad though because the dog passed away.
Let me tell you something. I don't feel bad at all. To put it into dog terms, I don't feel bad one lick. If you told me that the mayor of New York City was a dog, I'd put it down myself. You understand? How did it happen? Did you vote for the dog? You didn't vote. You didn't vote. Don't even lie. I can tell.
I did.
You did not.
I did not. I moved there after.
You moved there after. You moved there after. Did the dog pass any major legislation while he was in office?
Totally better than anything Biden can do. So. I think the dog would like Biden. You know, he's real close to getting to all of his bones. That's pretty. I think Biden did better than a dog. I think that's pretty harsh. Even Republicans wouldn't go that far. Was the dog a Democrat or was he conservative? Was he a? I think they just.
Was he a libertarian or? This is what you paid the money for, folks. This quick win. To be honest, it is nice to be in San Diego. Other than this Biden hater up here, it's pretty great. What are your political views, Mountain Man?
Independent.
Independent, Republican.
Yeah.
I have never in my life met an independent who has voted anything but Republican their entire goddamn lives. It is the biggest lie of all time. You're like, you know what, I'm Republican, but I'd like to fuck Democrats, so I'm gonna be independent. I'd like to fuck women with purple hair, so I'm gonna say that I'm independent.